Some habits are hard to break. Hard to break in life, you know. You know, it's like a bad habit. You wake up in the morning, you look at your wife, and you said, you didn't say a word to her. You didn't even say good morning. That becomes a habit. Instead of leaning across and give her a kiss on the cheek and say, how are you feeling, darling? You just don't do it. You hop on a bed. That becomes a habit. You don't compliment her when she does a great meal. You just figure you're entitled to it. So therefore you sit down and you eat and you tell yourself, I'm a lucky man to have such a great wife. She's becoming like an ornament unto me. Well, that's a bad habit too. But one of my habits is I like to get up early. I like to have a coffee, maybe a banana or something. But this morning, it's the morning after the night I've taken a little white tablet, only half, because I wanted to sleep. The night before, I was late. I was doing some work and it was late. I got very little sleep, and therefore I took this tablet last night. I found myself this morning here trying to have a meal. And brother, when you take them tablets and you try to have a meal, it's a difficult thing. I know I'm not the greatest senior right now. I had a little problem there. I can't even get this little camera to settle nicely. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try and show you some difficulties that we have when we... Oh my gosh, I can't even... I'm so drowsy. I don't want to burn this thing against this kettle. It's hot, yeah, it's hot. This is coconut bake. Coconut bake that Louise made. And I had a toss-up between coconut bake and hops bread. But because I'm so drowsy, really. Oh, that looks better. You get out of the way. I really am drowsy. And it's dangerous to eat, to drink hot coffee, and you're drowsy. They tell me sugar is not good for me. My mouth feels so peculiar because I'm drowsy. So I decided I'm going to make a little sandwich here. A small piece of cheese. I cut it, put a little cheese, and I made me a cup of coffee. I know Louis ain't gonna be happy seeing me this drowsy. I'm gonna try to get over this morning because she got plenty plans for me. I gotta be awake to do a little vanishing. I hope I can make it. But it's never good to have a tablet that makes you sleep. And when you get up, you don't know what's going on. Understand? I'm drowsy. But I'm in the habit. Hey, this cup was given to us. Our very old dear friend in Tobago. Appreciate it, Miss Vicky. Appreciate it. I don't know if I can make any painting today with vanishing. I'm sorry, darling, but you might have to just pull that paintbrush yourself. Sometimes we don't have bread in the house. My daughter came She gave us a whole loaf. My daughter-in-law came, she gave us a whole loaf. But then Louise went before, she bought all this hops bread. So now we got bread to last us 2 weeks. Sometimes we have no bread at all. Yeah, I'm drowsy, man. So, bad habits. I want to talk to you about little bad habits that came to my mind this morning about crossing rivers. I think I'd like to do a video on rivers. Rivers that are friendly. Rivers that are friendly when the water is calm. Lots of things we don't know about the river, but I believe I can give a little idea about crossing a river. You know the river, Coral River. It's a nice place to be, but you got to become familiar with the rocks and the currents. And when the rains come down, you have to be really careful. You have to become familiar with what you do when you cross a river and the river is flowing this way, it's going to hit you broadside. And when it takes you, you're not going to have anything to hold on to. You're not going to have anything to hold on to. It's going to slam you against some big rocks. Bad habit. Getting up in the morning, bad habit. Can't wait on Louise. She likes to sleep, but I wouldn't force her. I wouldn't force her to make me breakfast. Some men are tough, you know. Their wife got to get up and make breakfast for them, whether they like it or not, whether they're feeling good or not. Me, my dad always got up and made his own breakfast. He always got up and made his own breakfast. And breakfast for others too. I like to do the same. This morning, I don't know if I could make it for Louise, but I'm going to try because she's a dear heart. I'm going to try. So man, how you take them tablets at night to sleep, they become a habit. And if you become a habit, you might have this, you might have this good breakfast.